Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I wanted to talk about a book that has had a profound impact on my life, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. If you haven't heard of it, I highly recommend you give it a read. In the book, Ruiz discusses how as children, we are often taught to see the world in black and white terms, good or bad, right or wrong. We become so used to being judged by our parents, teachers and society, that we develop an internal judge to judge ourselves. This internal judge, left unchecked and unchallenged, can find fault in everything we do, and punishes us for making mistakes over and over again. It's like we're living under an authoritarian ruler, constantly monitoring our every move. But there is a way out of this nightmare, by committing to the four agreements. Be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. In this video, we'll be exploring each of these agreements. The first agreement in the book is to be impeccable with your word. This means being mindful of the words you use, both towards yourself and others. The biggest sin, according to Ruiz, is self-rejection, constantly judging yourself for making mistakes and thinking negatively about yourself. By being impeccable with your word, you agree to stop repeating words that make you feel worse for something you did. Berating yourself is pointless, and just distracts you from taking corrective action. Instead, set the intention to be aware of the words you're using to harm yourself and others. Ask yourself if your words uplifted or depressed people. The second agreement is to not take anything personally. Ruiz explains that when someone insults you, it's like they're throwing poison at you. If you take their insults personally, you'll ingest that poison and it will take over your emotional operating system, making it hard to think clearly. Remember that nothing people do is personal. Even if someone takes out a gun and shoots you, it's not because of who you are, but because of who they are. When you agree to not take things personally, you choose to see other people's suffering and realize that their judgments and hatred are just a reflection of their own pain. Seek justice without being outraged or hating the person who wronged you. The third agreement is to not make assumptions. Ruiz warns that if you routinely make assumptions, you'll have multiple interpersonal conflicts that will make it hard to not take things personally. Clarify people's needs and communicate clearly to avoid unnecessary fights. Whenever you have an ounce of doubt, clarify. Clarify people's needs whenever you have doubts to avoid giving your inner judge ammunition to criticize you. The fourth and final agreement is to always do your best. By doing your best, your inner judge will have no basis to judge you on. Remember that your best will vary from moment to moment, and that's okay. Honor this agreement, and your inner judge will have less opportunity to speak up. You can free yourself from the rule of the inner judge and create a magnificent life. Doing your best, and that's all you can do. You can be proud of yourself, and you can have inner peace. Doing your best also means that you don't have to compare yourself to others. When you compare yourself to others, you give your inner judge another opportunity to criticize you. However, when you do your best and accept yourself for who you are, you'll be at peace. Remember that the 4 agreements are not easy to follow, but they are worth striving for. When you commit to these agreements, you commit to living a life free from self-judgment, self-rejection, and needless suffering. You commit to living a life of inner peace and freedom. So, start small and commit to being impeccable with your word, not taking anything personally, not making assumptions, and always doing your best. Over time, you'll see the profound impact these agreements have on your life. We hope that this video has given you some insight into these agreements, and how they can help you navigate the challenges of the modern world. Thank you for watching, and we hope you'll join us again for more content on books and ideas that can help us better understand ourselves and the world around us.